Oh my god, is this thing on? Hey guys, today we're going to be doing a little unboxing video. If you guys do not know who I am, hi, my name is Savannah. I am a certified makeup artist in the Chicagoland area. I mainly post SFX kind of looks on my channel, and I'm starting to kind of dabble into long form content. I'm thinking I'm gonna start posting every single Friday. We'll call it full length Fridays. I'll work on it, but if you guys would like to see more, stay tuned, subscribe. I would love to have you here and join the party. I ordered from Colourpop and I got some palettes. I'm gonna be honest, I did open these just to make sure they weren't broken, but I have not even touched them. We have not swatched them. So let's get into it. So the first palette I did order is the Troublemaker palette. Look how cute she is. We'll open it together. Are we ready? Ha, 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 ha. Stop glaring. There we go. She's super pretty. We'll get into swatching these bad boys in a moment, but I'll show you the second palette I got too. This is the Stone Cold Fox palette. Just noticed there's a little smudge there. Miss Colourpop, but this is the palette. I mean, it is neutral heaven. I actually don't have a neutral palette like this. All of my eyeshadow palettes have color in them. So I thought this would be fun for not only myself, but I could also bring it when I do freelancing, like I do bridal parties and stuff. Also, I got engaged. Don't look at my nails, but I got engaged, so. Anyway, enough about me. I thought it would be good to bring this when I do bridal parties, so it's just super pretty. But let's get into swatching these and then we'll do a little looky look. I'm so excited. We're first going to swatch the Troublemaker palette. So let me just go from, I'm gonna start from the shade Wild. Ooh, look at that. My hands are so shaky. I had so much coffee today. So let's just start here. Hopefully you can see. I can also turn down the brightness a little bit so we can see the swatches. Is that better, y'all? A little bit. Next shade is called Younger Self. It's just a really pretty matte brown shade. Oh, okay, patch. No, I don't really go based on swatches for actual performance, and plus I swatched that like an idiot, so like that was on me, girl. And then the next shade is Sus. What in the Gen Z? All right, Sus, here we go. Yeah, these are a little patchy, girl. I'm like loading up my finger too. I don't know about those, but let's move on to Baddie. Okay, this shade I am the most excited about. Let me, yes, that's pretty. That's pretty. You know, I don't want to bore y'all by going like one by one. I'm just gonna speed through swatching. I'll put the names of the shades like as I'm swatching them. I feel like that'll be better. Okay, overall, I think that the palette is really pretty. Now with the swatches, some of them are a little more pigmented than others. I was really surprised by this shade, Cold Hearted, because, come on, focus, girl. Cinematic mode, you're being a bitch. There we go. So I was surprised by this because it looks more like purpley, but when you swatch it, it's almost black. So I'm curious to see how that looks on the eyes. What I'm going to do for this next palette, I am not going to swatch every single shade. That is so boring. Like, y'all probably have already clicked off. And if you haven't, I love you. But I'm just going to swatch some of the honorable mentions. I'm going to swatch. Let's do So Fine. Ooh, those are way more buttery than the last palette. Let's do Magnetic Moon, which looks very similar. Oh wow, oh my god. And let's do Nice Guy? G-N-E-I-S-S. Who the fuck is that? I don't know. Do that silver. Oh my god! Gorgina? That's really pretty. Let's do... Ooh. Nice Guy. Yeah! Those are pretty. I actually like the pigment of these better than the Troublemaker palette. And I feel like that makes more sense because I feel like this is mostly for like bridal looks and like natural looks. But let's get into it. Let's do a little look. I'm just going to take a neutral shade and the Stone Cold Fox palette. I'm probably going to take the shade Luxe right here, and we're just gonna set the shadow. They are a little powdery. I don't know if you can see that. Not terrible, I don't mind that. I'm just gonna set it. Also, the one thing about these palettes that drives me a little crazy is there's no mirror. So if it looks like I'm like looking onward, it's because there's a mirror behind you guys. So hope that's okay. It's a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be. It looks a lot more cream in the palette, but it's almost like a white. Okay, I went ahead and blended it out. This is a lot lighter than it looks in the palette. Like, I just dug my finger in there. Like, I don't know if you can see, this is what I used and this is what I got. This almost looks like this shade. And if I were using this on a bride and I had not used that shade before, and I was anticipating like some form of like cream shade, I would be a little disappointed. But that being said, it is a beautiful shade and I think it would be fantastic for like an inner corner or just like the brow bone, but it's bright. I'm just gonna go in with these two for now. I like to use patting motions when I do eyeshadow. And I have more of an almond shape eye. I kind of just make sure I'm closing my eye, opening my eye, seeing where I'm placing that shadow. Because you don't want it to look only good like closed or only good open. You want to make sure that you're suiting your own eye shape. Hopefully that made sense. Okay, those shades are fantastic. I love them. They're so pretty. I mean, look, I did forget to mention, you can definitely use tape if you want like a super sharp line. I usually don't because I just clean it up with concealer. But if you're doing this as like a beginner friendly tutorial, definitely use tape. It makes everything super easy. And do your eyes first. Do it first. Let's hop into this bad boy because I don't want to neglect her. I want to go into this shade. It's like a super pretty burgundy maroon. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna focus this on the outer edge. I'm using the same brush, by the way. That doesn't look as burgundy as it does in the palette. I'm a little disappointed in that one. It's pretty, don't get me wrong, but it just looks like almost a dark chestnut brown. It's pigmented though, girl, oof. It's pretty, it's pretty. Okay, we're all blended out. That shade is super pretty, but it's not quite, I don't know if you can even tell. I don't know, in person it looks a lot more red. There's definitely a red tone to it, but it's not really picking up on the eyes. But it's pretty nonetheless. I'm not mad at it. Now I'm just going to take this really thick, fluffy brush. I'm gonna start blending out the outskirts. I'm actually just gonna take a very light brown right here. So I'm just gonna kind of pat the very edges of the eyeshadow. And this is a great, easy way to get rid of any harsh lines. You can see the difference from here to here. This is a lot more sharp. This is a lot more fanned out and just soft. I really want to take this duochrome and I'm hoping it shows up on the eyes. I'm hoping it doesn't look super flat. I'm going to load up this brush. It's just a little stained, but it is clean, believe it or not. I'm gonna load it up. And then I'm actually going to wet my brush. You can either take a setting spray, water, contact solution, saline. I'm just gonna take this. I'm gonna be very careful, so I don't want it too wet. let's put it right here. Oh, it's pretty. I packed that on the lids. I think it's pretty. Man, I feel like I'm really pessimistic, but is it the most like reflective duochrome I've ever seen? No. But it's pretty. It just feels like a lot of these colors are looking very similar, and that is probably my fault, but yeah, I mean, you can kind of see it's pretty. Now we're going to take that pink, and I'm actually gonna try it with my finger because that might work better. Gonna place that right here. Yeah, it's pretty. Okay, so the pink is pretty. It's subtle. Like, it's very subtle, but I'm not mad at it. I think it looks pretty good. It's a lot more natural. Like, I like my shadows to like pop in your face, you know, but not everyone likes that. I think that it's still a really pretty shade, because that's what we need. Ooh, that's so pretty. Yes. Okay, yeah, this definitely just went a little more my speed, because I like a nice bold shadow. Honestly, the shades look pretty cool together too, so I'm not mad at this. This shadow is awesome, and I used the silver from the Stone Cold Fox palette. Let me compare silvers. I'm actually curious. I'm like, girl, is that the same shade in both palettes? So this is Villain Era. I'm gonna put that. I mean, it looks almost identical. Maybe they are a little different. Okay, maybe a little, but come on, they're practically the same shade. They might be the same shade, actually. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm going to do my base. I'm gonna clean up the eyes a little bit, and then we'll finish off the eyes together and we'll talk about it. Okay, ladies and gents, are we obsessed or are we obsessed? I love how this is looking. I left the lower lash line so we can do that together. So what I went ahead and did was I finished off the eyes on the top. I just went in with these shades, and I know I had a lot of opinions in the beginning of this like cream shade. I am absolutely obsessed with it because I put that right where my concealer is by my under eye. I love it as a brightening powder. It's really, really pretty. I also went in with the Troublemaker palette. I went in with this really pretty shimmer shade here. Focus, girly. There we go. I went in with that shimmer shade and I put that a little bit on the inner corner, a little bit going down to my lash line, and just a hint in the brow bone and the cheekbone. And I'm obsessed with it. I think it's so cute. Let's go in with the lower lash line. I'm just gonna keep it super simple. We'll finish off this look and I'll give you my final thoughts. I'm just gonna go in with a black eyeliner. This one I actually got from Ipsy. I'm just gonna go on my tight line here. And if you don't make dumb faces while doing eyeliner, are you really doing eyeliner? I'm just gonna go in with some of those shades from the Stone Cold Fox palettes. I'm gonna go in with the shade Fascinated, really nice neutral brown. And I'm just gonna very lightly set that black shadow. I'm of course going to put some mascara on, so let me go ahead and do that and then we'll be back with final thoughts. Okay, y'all, this is the finished result and I'm obsessed. I love these palettes. Let's first go over the Stone Cold Fox palette. I think this is amazing. I think if you were going to get either palette, get this one because it appears to be higher quality when it comes to the matte shades, and the shimmers are just a lot better in my opinion. And now going on to the Troublemaker palette. This one is also really cute. I think that if you're looking for something kind of comparable to the like Huda Beauty palettes, that's like the Pretty Grunge palette, I think it's comparable. Do I think it's a dupe by any means? No, but I think it's cute. I did like the silver shade in this palette, and also this is probably my favorite shade that I used in this whole palette. So it's worth it. I definitely think it's worth your coin. But if you made it to the end of this video, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really want to start doing some full-length content. So let me know what kind of content you're looking for, whether that's makeup tutorials, my favorite products that I use, base routine, or SFX tutorials, because I know I do post a lot of SFX content. Really just want to build a little community here. So if you want to see more content, feel free to subscribe, like, share, whatever you want to do. I will see you guys next Friday.